So what could possibly cause a large chunk of the Windy City to descend on Cincinnati? This is the Big Red Vlog.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back.
A warm welcome inside Great American Ballpark as the Chicago Cubs are in town to take on the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds come into today's game with a record of 8-9. They started off hot, of course, but then have really cooled off. Of course, you may have heard our manager went a little crazy. The Cubs come into today's game with a record of 9-7. Chicagoans also come into today's game very happy since the Blackhawks eliminated the Nashville Predators last night. The weather this weekend has been off and on. Yesterday it rained most of the day, and yesterday's game was rained out actually. I'm here today though, and today it is sunny. Not a cloud in the sky. Only thing is it's a little bit cold, but I can deal with that. The other big news regarding the Reds since I was last here is Pete Rose. That's gone. Home run Chicago. 1-0 Cubs. Anyway, the commissioner of baseball, Rob Manfred, has decided to allow Pete Rose to be a part of the All-Star Game festivities, which, fantastic as far as I'm concerned. I can't imagine Pete not being here for it. Now it's time to get him reinstated. It has been far too long since he's been officially a part of Major League Baseball.
Hey, it was better that we were up there for coming back and got the chip. It took the courage of this long. We would have gone nowhere when we were going up
What's that? Well, he's kind of like, can you bring me some back? And he's like, just eat one for me. Oh, Brady was
Three-way.
He is going with a three-way. Is he right? He is here. Skyline Chili Cheese Tony for your entire road right here. Thanks, Sean, for playing our game today. And here to kick off the last half of the third inning on behalf of Skyline Chili, please welcome Jake.
leading off for the shortstop, Zach Kozar.
Crazy thing is, you could really hide a baseball underneath a Skyline Chili three-way. Today marks a first for me. It's my first time actually sitting in the upper deck. I've sat in upper regions of this ballpark before, but never the upper deck. I've sat in the lower upper deck, but not the upper deck. This is the upper deck, there's a lower. You get the idea. Generally, I've shied away from the upper deck simply because I'm afraid of heights. Thing is, today, for some reason, it's not bugging me that much. I don't know why. An amazing view of the field, though. That, and there are two rows of people in front of me and a lower upper deck as well, so I guess that's why I feel kind of safe-ish. Top of the fourth, Chicago up 2-0 now. Bases loaded, 1-2 the count. 2 outs. Fouled off into the lower deck. Not the middle deck and not the lower upper deck and certainly not the upper deck. Just the lower deck. That one was fouled off to the screen. Didn't even get to the lower deck. Or any deck. is deep. That is... That's a 3-run double. Throw home went past the catcher, which allowed the runner to advance to third. Yeah, I think it's official. Our starting pitcher, DeSclafani, he's getting shelled like a legume destined for a Jif jar. Home run by Todd Frazier! High five, Cam! High five! High five, young lady, there we go! High five, sir! High five, ma'am! High five, sir! High five, there we go! Yay, now it's 5-1! You know, it's amazing how sports can change things in an instant. Well, that home run really didn't change the game. The Reds are still down by a bunch, but for me, I was getting ready to go on the whole tangent about the Cubs pitcher hurling a no-hitter, and now that kind of is old news. I was looking up the name of the Cubs pitcher right when that ball was launched to left field. So now I don't have to look up the name of the Cubs pitcher. Unless I want to. I may look it up anyway. I think I will. Diners Club. Trying to load Google right now. Alright, I got off Google. I'm now on the MLB app. You know, MLB. MLB, MLB. This is taking a while. Tell you what, I'll come back to you when I finally find out the first name to go with the last name of the Cubs pitcher. Jake Arrieta. At the car wash. Car wash, yeah. All right, bottom of the fifth now, no outs. Runners on first and second for Cincinnati. And the Reds have sent Devin Mesoraco up to pinch hit for Anthony DeSclafani. Trailing 5-1. The Reds could really use something. He drew a walk. Bases are loaded for Billy Hamilton now. The Reds just put across a run on a grounder to short and a fielder's choice. First and third now, 1 out. Ooh, birds. Birds. Look at the birds. The birds. The birds. Billy Hamilton just stole second while I was looking at the birds. The birds. Bases are loaded again for Todd Frazier this time. 1 out. One swing could save Brian Price's job. For now, anyway. Todd Frazier just popped out to first.
Second baseman, number 4, Brandon Phillips.
6-4 to end the inning. 5-2 after 5. I vacated my seat for just a few minutes, just to walk around a little bit, get a breath of fresh air, and check out this. A lovely assortment of fresh fruit here. Good thing to know that if I'm attacked by a piece of fresh fruit, I don't have to defend myself. Sunscreen. They got headache Advil. I had no idea you could buy Advil at the ballpark. I'd say Brian Price has been using his fair share recently. Get a little dinky ice cream. I shouldn't, but I'm going to. As you can see, I just bought a bag of chips. Time for a concession dissection. I went ahead and opened the bag of chips. There's what the chips look like. Here we go. Tastes like a chip.
Leading off for Chicago, the second baseman, Addison Russell.
Yeah, it's around the 500 mark. If you enjoyed this concession dissection, please body check that like button and hit subscribe as well. Until next time, in the immortal words of Red Green, keep your stick on the ice. You know, this game has also moved at a pretty decent clip. So much had been made coming into the season about the pace of play and changes to speed it up. This is the third game that I've been to here this season, and all three of them have moved along pretty well. The only reason that the first two went longer than anybody expected were rain delays. No rain today. It's been beautiful. A foul ball just did come up here. Good grief, one did make it to the upper deck.
But you'll win yourself a girl if you've only got a mustache, a mustache, a mustache, if you've only got a mustache.
I wore the wrong hat.
You may be common folk.
Heading into the bottom of the ninth, Chicago's still up 5-2. Doesn't look like it's going to happen today for the Reds, although you never know. It's been fun, though. Just a nice, lazy day at the ballpark in the upper deck, which is different than the lower upper deck.
Schedule.
It's higher up.
For the Reds.
It's above the lower upper deck.
The pitcher.
The upper deck.
For the Reds.
We've been over this, I'm
Number
sure.
32.
Jay Bruce pinched hit to lead off the inning. Promptly struck out. Zach Cozart now up. 6-3.
The catcher, number 29, Brian Pena.
This is pretty much it. Oh, Pena lined a single into right. Correction, lined a double into right.
The left fielder, number 17, Christopher Negron.
Struck out to end the game. Final score, Chicago Cubs 5, Cincinnati Reds 2. What you gonna do? That will do it for this edition of the Big Red Vlog. The Big Red Vlog will actually be taking a break next Monday, but will return on May 11th. So make sure that you're subscribed so you can see that and all subsequent episodes of the Big Red Vlog. If you enjoyed this video, please smack that like button over the fence, and after you round third, touch the subscribe button as well. Until next time, in the immortal words of Red Green, keep your stick on the ice. I'm just gonna chill, dude.
Energized, baby! Let's go!
He's fired up. This is the darndest thing that I've ever seen.
He designated hitter.